everybody, and welcome back to the chateau. I had a little bit of a disaster, and it was very late at night, and it's made me have a little bit of a rethink about lots of things. But I will come to that. And explain that in a little bit. First off, it is a beautiful, beautiful day, and I need to make a start on some of the stuff outside before I can move back inside, because I'm sure the bad weather will come around the corner. It's early in the spring. So I need to make a start on something very important. What could that be? Well, that tree that came over, root ball and everything, that is enormous, well, it's still alive because the leaves are coming. So I need to make that not here. And of course, to make that all not here, what I really need is I need my wood chipper working, which is at the workshop. So this small stuff, it's all very well saying that everything is burnable, but ultimately when you have as much wood as I do every year, it isn't worth all those small bits when you can turn it into nice wood chippings, which can go all the way around the bank and make everything look neat and keep down weeds. So I need to go and get the wood chipper. I've got like a 10-minute job on that to change an oil seal. It's got a small hydraulic fluid leak. Then that can come up here. I can go for it, making some beautiful wood chips at the end of this and start logging up all of the stuff a reasonable size before I get to the dangerous bit over there. And at least, if nothing else, we'll open up this central path, because this is literally the walkway. It's just blocking the walkway from the house. So it is the main view into the back garden. It's also the main path into the back garden. So let's get a wood chipper. So 10-minute job on that. Workshop, back here. Tree, you're leaving. Ha ha! So we have a problem! Stop. Got a bit of a problem. In fact, it's quite a big problem. The wood chipper's a bit dead. So that small leak out of here, hydraulic fluid leak out the pump, I thought, okay, that probably was the O-rings or the gasket, the seals. And when I took it off, it wasn't. It was a cracked casing. And that, as they say, is extremely tedious. Yes. So what stupidity am I doing? Well, I've tried to fix the wood chipper, which I thought was going to be literally a 15-minute job. 4 bolts, change a couple of O-rings, job done, bring that back. And I've got a broken casing, so that's major. I've then gone, okay, it's sunny, I'll do a quick hour job outside before I work inside at what I wanted to get done because of the problem the other day. And then one mower's broken. So I've even busted out the little tiny mower, and that's also now broken. So the world is telling me I am not cutting any grass today. So just out of pure spite, because everything's broken, I'm just weeding a little patch here, just so I can say to myself I have done something outside in the nice weather. Just trying to expose that edge, which has never really been in there properly. Don't even know if I want to keep it. Just so when I've got a mower working, I can cut up to it because I can see it and get some of the stuff out the gravel. And really, it literally is because I want to do something outside because of this beautiful sunshine. So I do not neglect outside, but really all I want to do is something inside. Never mind. Now at least I can see what it was supposed to look like. Not that. And it's the same all the way there. I think that's about as far as I got. And yeah, I think I do want to carry on with that. I've got that edging, but cement it in properly and then make it thicker inside. I'm keeping it fairly open in here because I do want to be able to get to this wall quite easily, because the entire wall needs to be rebuilt, but I do want something to separate so we can see a clear line between grass and wall. Right, on to the other issue. So I had an absolute disaster really late at night, and it has made me think about lots of things. I will explain in a minute, but gardening is certainly one of them. I want this place to always look neat and tidy. As I've been explaining, this being as easy to maintain as possible, so I could look after it by myself, has been an aim, not too complicated, but also I'm going to have someone do a little bit of gardening for me to stay on top of stuff so I can get on with more important things. And then I can always enjoy this rather than looking and going, oh, I've got to cut the grass, oh, I've got weeds and pots. And on that vein, there is a lot more that I've got to do. Let me show you what happened the other night. So, at about 12:30 the other night, this happened. Split in the sidewall, no spare, no, massively flat tyre, no spare, 10.5 kilometres from home and extremely late at night. Now you might say that's, what's the problem? Phone somebody. Well, yeah. So the disaster is it's extremely late at night. Most people I know at that point have probably had a drink or they've got a family. It's not fair to phone them. There are no such thing as taxis around here. There's no public transport. There is no emergency services in that respect. In fact, the joke is, because I'm usually the one rescuing everybody, that I am the fourth emergency service, and I was the one that's incapacitated. So, you know, these things happen, but it is a reflection on the way I now have to live my life. There is nobody else in it that is always at home to help, or I suppose will be with me. And so 10 kilometres, not the end of the world. It wasn't raining. I did it in just under 2 hours, made a reasonable pace, and it wasn't too bad a walk, to be honest. And sometimes you have to sit there and go, I'll deal with the problem myself. I know there are people I can call at that time of night who would come and help me, but it's also something that I need to deal with myself, because I got myself in that situation. I had a puncture, and you know, these things do happen. But I like to try to deal with problems myself. So the issue that brought up was actually twofold. Didn't mind the 10k walk at that moment in time, and I've done plenty of 10k walks and more. It was how it affected me the next day, because I'm not used to that form of exercise. I get a lot of exercise here doing manual tasks, but it's not the same as it used to be. I don't do miles like I used to walk in London. And so all of that stuff which takes up loads of my time, gardening, all the rest of it, I need to find someone to help me, because that isn't great exercise for me. Secondly, it's then when that gardener is here that day and they're doing a different task, I can do some of the slightly more dangerous tasks, because that's something that I just suddenly thought of on that moment. Because there is nobody else here. So if I'm using a chainsaw and there is a problem, that could turn into a very bad situation quite quickly, because there is no one here. So if I get somebody to help me with the gardening, which can do some of those tasks, which means I'm not thinking that I'm being energetic when I'm not there doing those tasks, and I can then have somebody here at the same time to, as a safety net, I suppose, to do some of the more dangerous tasks. I also need to jump momentarily to clearing out the gym properly, finalising on the clear out of the gym, so I can use this and get some of my health and strength back. So I'm going to possibly not do a few videos for a little bit, because you don't want to see me just emptying out a gym to get it ready in a video, do you? So It's not interesting. And then we can go, as soon as this is done and I can start using this properly again, I can get back to go doing those suites upstairs, and then of course some of the bigger stuff outside. So, was rather an eye-opener. It was quite an amusing thing to happen. I make a laugh and a joke about it, you know, a little 10k walk at midnight. But it did open my eyes to a few of the other issues about being in a place like this and rural France by yourself, at the moment anyway. So, I need to get on with this, get a gym, get some of my health and strength back, possibly lose a bit of weight, if you read the nasty comments. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.